Yeah, I'm here. You want to come up? I'm pretty sure I put the link over there. Hey, Barbara. I guess maybe I didn't pin the link. So I don't know that I'll hang around very long if nobody comes up here. It's a little weird sitting here and just talking to the chat. Yeah, I edited it off the other one. Now, I think it's set now to where people have to verify who they are before they can come in. And what to the other live stream? Like I clipped the porn bomb off the other live stream. Oh, is he trying to accuse you of doing it? I don't know what's going on. Why am I talking? Yeah. And I kept watching that other guy. And then this one snuck in. I don't know why people get a kick out of doing that. Hmm. So now this says I have no banned guest. Oh well, maybe it's banned on YouTube but not on StreamYard. I uh I deleted the porn bomb off of it, Acer.
Hello.
Hey, twin.
So you're not allowed on there either no more?
Oh, it still shows it. Okay, I'll go get rid of it. Give me a second here.
No. I'm talking about on TPP.
No. Acer just told me that my other stream is still has the porn bomb on it, so I'm gonna get rid of that.
Oh, yeah. Or just make it private and get rid of it. You can cut it out.
Well,
You
I
don't have
thought I
to.
had cut it off, though. I went in and did the clip, so
Well, it takes a little while for it to go out, so leave it private until it cuts out.
okay,
Because it
I'll
takes
try
a
that.
while.
I'll
Because
look at it
believe me,
again
I
tomorrow.
do 1080p, and it takes like an hour. It takes several hours,
Okay.
if not a day, to cut something out.
Yeah, it's private now. I'll look at it tomorrow and see if it's still there. But
I've had somebody do that to me too. When I first, not when I first set up my channel, because I didn't use my channel, but when I started last year, when I started using my channel somewhat, they tried to do that to me. They've tried to get my channel shut down. They've gotten strikes put on it, but it didn't work too good for them.
hmm.
Because it was you know how most people when they shut their YouTube down, it takes them like a week or two to get it turned back on. Mine was 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was the trolls that were doing it.
Yeah, I wonder if they actually were going after Steven's channel.
Because he might still have it on his now.
Um,
Because he's still awake.
Dubs said he sent him a text because I said to Dubs, if you have his email, you better warn him. And he said he sent him a text, and I put a comment on his thing too.
Yeah, because people are trying to report it, and that's what they do. I've watched them. I see that they go after channels in the shiz on her Discord and her server, as you call it. I watch who they're going after when they get mad at somebody. And that was before my channel, before even. That was after I started using mine, actually. It was after. But
Well, you
I'm in a
figure.
certain. Do what now? Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say I only have like 100 subscribers, so I don't imagine why I would attract any attention.
You're always going to have a hater on there, no matter. It's just because there's a hater. There's always going to be a hater because they don't want you to get their people on your channel.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Everybody is fighting over the same people. I'm not fighting over the same people. Just like when I told that Renata, I said, guess what? I said, when you leave this channel, you can go to TPP, you can go to Project Wrangler, you can go to whoever you want to. I don't care. It's up to you. It's not up to me. You're a grown woman. You know? I can't tell you who to go to. And as soon as she left, she went right back over there to TPP, which I don't care, but it's the point that she tried to make me look bad.
Yeah.
But really, it made her look bad because of what she said about him on my panel. I didn't say anything bad about him. It was all her going
Well,
into it.
let me see if I can guess what she said. They are a bunch of retards, and they are influenced by demons.
Yeah, and there's some other stuff, and there was a lot of stuff talked about Summer and everything. I was like, I can't talk about somebody that I don't know. Now, if you want to bring Lupe into it, I can tell you, I can bring it in. I can go after that. because we've been at each other since, since she's been on YouTube, that I've been on there with her. He, she, whatever it is.
Actually, I don't really mind Renata much, even though I think just about everything she says is crazy. But I can take it just because she always talks nice and calm like this.
Well, when she was on my panel, she did it correctly. She didn't sit there. She was reading the chat, but I told her, I said, do not bring the chat into our conversation. I said, don't bring it in there. I said, because that's between you and the chat. And I said, they're just getting you going. They're just getting you riled up. That's all that is when they're talking to you. Even Essendon told her. She said, the only reason I'm in there in that chat is to get you riled up.
That's whenever I was still doing TPP. How when you come in, it just shows the private chat. Usually I would just leave that there. I got tired of seeing the idiots in chat.
Well, when I got blocked is because I went up there. I wanted to stay on backstage because I didn't want to be on the panel. Just to give her my channel, because I had already scheduled for her to come up there a few times. And I was like, she's not finding my channel by me giving her the name of it. So I give the name of it. She found the channel after I did that, but then I ended up being blocked. I was like, now what's the point of that? As soon as they tried to put me up on panel, I shut myself down. It wasn't like I was trying to do anything. I put whatever I wanted to put in private chat for her, and then it's gone for that. And then the next thing I knew, I was blocked in YouTube too. And it wasn't like I was trying to hit on Eli or hit on somebody because that won't happen. Nope.
Um,
Even though I'm gay, does not mean that I like anything there that walks.
the, the weird thing for me is after I was banned and then came back, I was still blocked in chat, which makes no sense because why would you trust somebody on the panel if you don't trust them in chat? You know what I mean?
That's because he or whoever has control of the YouTube has not unblocked you. Somebody unblocked you on StreamYard.
Yeah.
But on the YouTube part hasn't been unblocked. I'm blocked on both parts for some reason. But I can still see chats that I've done, before that. Days before that. I can still see it in there.
Yeah, I don't even know if I am blocked now because I haven't gone back to test it.
Well, the way you sit on them panels and can, keep going and chatting with people, you might as well go ahead and do your own panel. The only thing is, it's hard to do a 24-hour panel,
Oh yeah.
12-hour shifts, and not get a copyright strike or, some kind of strike, not even one that will mess with your channel, but a strike that will do it, where you're able to make a little money and have enough
Well,
followers on there.
well, it'd be a long time before I could ever monetize if I wanted to do that.
All you got to have is 503,000 hours, I think, or 5,000 hours, something like that.
Mm.
And then it goes, and then when you want to go to the other, there's another monetized. It's got to be 1,000 people. There's two different tiers of it now. They've changed it.
Yeah, but then there's restrictions that come along with it, right?
Well, yeah, them restrictions are still on you. They're on you right now. They're just not as bad. It's
Yeah, because like
restrictions if you getting the money. You know, if you put somebody else's content on there and you're not using it exactly like every 30 seconds or whatever it is, you're not on there talking, muting it and stuff, they can claim that money. So yeah, if you're streaming somebody else's stuff, yeah, it'll get you. And you can't, do people's what is it, music and stuff like that. No, but they'll get you with that even on a regular channel.
oh,
They'll shut it.
I've gotten music strikes, but they always say, but it doesn't affect anything. Acer, I I will halfway agree with you. I think more and more people are going to wake up to what's going on over there, but I doubt that they're all going to come over flocking to me. Yeah, that's one of the reasons you're like a lot of people, they don't want to talk about that place anymore. And I thought, I'm going to start talking and let the word get back because the people that I still think are my friends over there, I want them to be having their eyes opened a little bit now and start looking for some of the things, that people aren't seeing. Anyway,
Because I didn't understand why I got blocked. It was like I didn't say anything or nothing, and never said anything to Eli or any of them people there really, unless it was Lupe or somebody like that. But that's been going on for a long time before I even went to that channel. So
well, I got banned because the one time I went to Marcy's channel, which she was actually restreaming Kaz's channel, and I went on the panel for a while. I didn't say anything too bad, and then it was like, "Oh well, you're associating with people that are trying to hurt us." And I said, "Well, I never heard anybody trying to hurt us." And then later on, it was like, "Well, it's not them, but they're associating with people." So it was sort of like, going to jail because your second cousin murdered somebody. But
so because I go over to Kaz's panel or I go over to to Nick's panel or whoever, that shouldn't have anything to do with if I go over to Eli's panel because whoever Eli or whoever, his people are that are running the channel, they can't get along with them. That's not on me. That's on them.
yeah,
That has nothing to do with me.
I still think
That's
a
like
lot of that.
even when they spoke about them, I didn't really put anything down there about it.
Yeah,
The only time I ever said anything about it was when Lupe had a wrench and she started timing me out and blocking me. And then when I got blocked this time, I put it on my community post. I sure did. I'm gonna let them know. And I don't see why Gina and Rummy did not step up and say something about it.
well, they never really seemed to back anybody other than Eli. You know, not they might no, like in a argument, they will, stick up for somebody. But if it has to do with TPP, no, they'll never say that TPP made a mistake on anything.
Well, that was like when they asked who the favorite auditor channel was to these people that were on panel. I don't know if you were there or not. I think you might have been. I'm not
Yeah,
sure. You might not have been. But everybody said TPP. And I'm sitting there thinking the only reason people are saying TPP is because they're on the panel.
oh, I wasn't there for that one. I thought you meant that time when they were showing Soulmates thing that he did where he rated auditors.
No, they were asking who's their favorite auditor and who's their least favorite auditor and
Hmm.
stuff. And I was like, the only reason
Yeah.
you're saying TPP is because you're right there on that panel. If it wasn't for that, you would have said somebody else probably, more than likely.
Yeah. Yeah. If they were on Long Island's panel, they'd be going, "Oh, it's Long Island," or GGA or whoever. Or,
whoever, or, J Town Press,
yeah. Yeah.
or
That's
they could
kind
have been
of
on. Or shit's happened. Shit happens. She just
yeah.
happens. Even though she's not an auditor, well, she's something. I don't know what she is, but
See now.
they've been saying it because a lot of them are in there with her. Even the auditors
Mm,
and anti-auditors, they're all in
mm.
her Discord. I'm in
See
a
now.
prison block court of it,
Mhm.
but I see the people that are in there, that are in the chat.
See
That's
now,
the
if I
problem.
was presenting a question like that, like in there or a place, I'd say, other than Eli, who was your favorite auditor, you know, because obviously everybody there's going to say Eli, Eli.
Yeah, and that was even Untrackable said that, and I'm like, he wasn't even in there that long.
Mm.
So why would you
But
say that?
I really like Track, but he's definitely swallowed the whole cult.
Well, and the thing is Renetta in a cult with that church thing or whatever, her religion.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because she said her daughter does not want to be in that religion part of that thing. She does not want to have her beliefs as her mother,
Well,
which is her own choice. Yeah, she
you
don't
know.
have her kids. I know that.
Well, I was going to say, there's something wrong whenever a court chooses the father. First of all, that's odd enough, but she hasn't seen her kids in a couple of years now. There's definitely more there than she wants to admit.
Well, she kind of put it out there because she said, "Oh, it's it was controlled, and all that." I said, "You suck it up and do what they tell you. If you want to see your kids, you do it however
Mm,
they tell you. You suck it up and do it how they tell you to do it." Because I said I was in foster care for 4.5 years, and I said that was the best thing I ever had. I said I had a excellent therapist. I said she wasn't even in there for the money. She took me out to eat every week. It took her 2 years to get me to talk, and after them 2 years, she's talking about going to another job. And I said, if you leave and go to another job, I said, I will stop talking.
mm.
She stayed there until I turned 18. She took us to the, what is it? To these, where they have roller coasters and stuff, theme parks. She took us to
Oh,
theme parks and stuff.
yeah,
She wasn't in it for the money because her parents had money. If she was in it for the money, she wouldn't have, back in the 90s, she wouldn't have made no money taking 50 or 60 kids with her. That's probably a month of her check there, as a therapist. I was like, Renata, you cannot do that. I can't agree with you on it. I said there might be one, but I can't agree with you on it because what I went through. And
oh
that's
yeah,
just
like
like when I was in foster care.
mm,
When I was in foster care, I was offered a Cadillac to stay till I turned 21. Then after 21, I was offered 5 acres of land and help
mm,
finance to put whatever I wanted to put on it. So see, I can't always agree with what somebody says. And I had a great social worker that I had her home phone number that at midnight right now, I could call her up because there was no cell phones at the time when I was in foster care.
yeah,
So see, I had a whole lot different situation than other people. Now, I did see other ones that had a different situation and their social workers never showed up, for meetings or anything like that. But mine did. And I don't know how New York works because I'm not from New York, so I don't know how it works. But still, you have to follow the guidelines of it and do your parental, like the father, he had to do them classes to get his kids, to keep his kids. He had to do them classes, you know, because they make every father and mother do that.
Hmm.
That's supposed to be done when they get a divorce because she said husband number one, husband number two when she was on my panel.
Yeah, I never heard all the specifics of the court stuff. All I ever heard was her talking about their kids being stolen from her and stuff. And
Yeah, I don't know anything about it because Summer got that stuff because she gave her name and stuff. I didn't ask for it because I didn't want to be, that involved and then her asking me to give it to her, and I'm not going to do it. I'll tell you the same thing I'm telling my mom.
well, I'm pretty sure I did pin the link this time if anybody else wants to come up. Nope. Because he had something happen there. I saw he muted up and do, 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 do. I'll hang around for a while, but if nobody comes up to the panel, then I'll take off. Hey, Barbara, good to see you. So, guys, at least talk to each other. Now, you guys know a lot of times, like right now, Finkel's out of town, but if you're looking for other lives, he goes live a lot, and that's usually where I go to. So if you haven't subscribed to him, search for David Finkel. And he does a lot of, he doesn't like to call them audits because he just goes out on the street to see how people react to his camera. That'll be another place to watch for if you're not already subscribed to him. We've had some good discussions over at his place. My thing I always said about people wanting to know what the cameraman or whatever is doing is you have a right to be curious, but you're not entitled to an answer. But I do not, I'm not wild about auditors that purposely instigate stuff. If you're just standing out there in public filming, then nothing anybody can do about it. On the other hand, I know when people do like restaurants and stuff, that would creep me out if somebody was standing there filming me while I'm eating. So do you think that's not really him, Barbara, or you just surprised to hear him talking that way? Yeah, I never knew how people did stuff like the googly eyes or how they highlight my name in chat. I've tried doing like at Barbara, but it doesn't come up as a highlight. Do, 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 do. No. Hmm. Yeah, I can see where both things are can be considered First Amendment. But I tend to believe if this Acer was a sock puppet just trying to cause problems, he never would have warned me about how to get rid of the porn bomb and stuff. Well, I think that would be like a matter of perception. Either you'd look at it as vandalism, or you'd look at it as somebody expressing themselves with art. I suppose it depends on what side of the building you're on. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose for me, I see it as art too. The real taggers net, but vandalism would be if somebody spray paints a store, you know, you know, fuck off, you puck off your towel head or whatever the current downtrodden person would be. Although I don't think Acer is talking about all filming. I think he's mostly just saying he doesn't like Eli's style, but he can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. And I know a lot of people like to go, it's not filming. They don't use film anymore, but I don't give a fuck. Everybody knows what you're talking about when you say filming. That's true, Acer. You gotta like when two people have a discussion where they're disagreeing on things, but then they'll admit to things they do agree on, or even if they don't agree, they respect the other person's opinion. I wish all conversations could be that way. Well, it says there's 6 people watching. There's only 2 people talking. I've come to believe that he calls it free speech, but what it really is the crazier things get, the more people watch, and that's what his real aim is. Do you ever notice a lot of times when there's a good discussion over there, it'll go on for a while and it'll be interesting to the people on the panel and maybe not so interesting to people in chat. And all of a sudden, mysteriously, one of the clowns appear to break everything up, and that's what pleases the people in chat and gets all the views. Just an interesting coincidence. Yeah. Well, people always stop to look at a car wreck. Look how long Jerry Springer was on the air. Well, that's the thing. I've been on YouTube for years, and I never did anything except watch videos and stuff. Trying to think. I think TPP might be the first panel I ever checked out. It's because of watching Eli's videos and then seeing that and going to see what that was. Hmm. Ugh. I briefly entertained the thought of doing a video of me going out with my shotgun and shooting my TPP coffee mug, but I decided that'd be a little childish. Guys, no one's coming into the panel, and looks like the chat has kind of died off, so I think I'll close this out for tonight, but maybe I'll try again tomorrow since Finkel still won't be back. If I'm not doing anything, I'll come on earlier in the evening, see if anybody is interested. So I don't know if Thursday might be Kaz's day. Yep. We'll see you, Acer. See you, Barbara. Anybody else who might still be listening. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, wait a minute.